David Michaud, number 5, win or go home in his last bout, got the job done. John Howard, number 4, win or go home in his last fight, got the job done. This quarterfinal will set the final spot in our semifinal bout. There's your tail of the tape. 5-inch leg reach advantage for John Howard. I don't anticipate, Eve, we're gonna see a lot of kicks in this one.
I don't. Both these guys like to throw punches, and Michaud's a wrestler. Let's just see how this one works out.
Lillian Garcia gets the welterweights going inside the PFL cage.
And now, fight fans, this is the last quarterfinal fight in the welterweight division. It is brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes can save you 15% or more on car insurance. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. He specializes in wrestling and boxing. Standing at 5'9", weighing in at 171 pounds. In 21 professional bouts, he has a record of 16 victories and 5 defeats. Here is the number 5 seed, fighting out of Phoenix, Arizona, David Bulldog Michaud. His opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he specializes in jiu-jitsu, standing at 5'7", weighing in at 171 pounds. This veteran has 44 professional bouts with a record of 28 victories, 15 defeats, and 1 draw. Here is the number 4 seed, fighting out of Boston, Massachusetts, John Doomsday Howard. Your referee in charge, Mark Smith.
Sean O'Connell, Randy Couture, Eve Edwards, cage side, Mark Smith inside of the cage with David Michaud there in the gray trunks and John Doomsday Howard in the blue. Remember, he was a middleweight last year, eliminated from the playoffs by the eventual champion, Lewis
David,
Taylor.
first round ready? John, ready? Fight's on.
No touch of the gloves here. Body shot from David Michaud, right to the solar plexus.
John Howard is an enigma, man. I mean, look at his face. He just looks so vicious and malicious. He's such a teddy bear inside the cage.
And just like we thought, they get right to swinging. Close range hooks and exchange. Michaud attempts the flying knee. And now the takedown attempt. Snatches that single and puts Howard on his back.
Nice little head outside single by Michaud. Turns the corner, runs the pipe. Howard doing a nice job going right to the head, threatening the guillotine.
Now Michaud steps into side control. Ground and pound from the Bulldog, David Michaud. Attempts to knee on the stand-up here. John Doomsday Howard back to his feet. Can he turn in and face the Bulldog?
All John has to do right now is swim that right arm back, and he'll be able to face Michaud. But he's pummeling his left arm in to try to break the grip.
The Bulldog was a 2-sport athlete in college at South Dakota State. Football and wrestling. We thought he might use his wrestling here.
Proud member of the Lakota tribe in South Dakota. Greco Fonsa, watching on, he faces the winner of this bout.
And right now, David Michaud in control, pressing John Howard against the cage. Maybe strategizing, wear Doomsday out a little bit, take some of the heat off those punches.
I think that's a wise decision. Make him wrestle with you, make him pummel with you, make him carry your weight for a little while, take a little sting off with some of that heat that he throws.
Eve, you saw the promo there when John Howard was talking about, you don't want to fight John, you don't want to fight Doomsday. Well, the way you get rid of Doomsday is you make John Howard tired.
That's one way to do it. But I mean, he woke Doomsday up. At the end of that first exchange they had, I feel like John Howard landed a big shot. And immediately after that, in the next interaction, we saw Michaud take that shot.
Michaud has attempted that jab to the chest. And there's a right hand that sneaks in. Hook on the exit there. Right hand, nice one from Michaud. Howard goes back to the hooks.
Dirty boxing by David Michaud. Call it tie and punch. Now he's in traditional clinch.
David Michaud kneeing the legs of John Howard. 2 minutes remaining here in our welterweight quarterfinal. Remember, it's, excuse me, in the first round of our welterweight.
Nice little foot sweep by David Michaud off of that clinch.
Successfully gets John Howard to his back again and into the half guard of Doomsday.
I like the way Michaud is approaching this fight. I mean, he's exchanging with Howard in some instances, but then using that to get to these tie-ups, and he's working his wrestling, getting to top position, doing damage. He's fighting a very smart fight. John Howard is a dangerous guy, but to systematically try to break him down, I mean, this could change the look of this fight next round.
If he starts going the other way, we got that. We got that Khabib if he starts going the other way. In the wrist, and go.
Michaud staying active on top here, Randy, but are those significant strikes?
Well, they're hitting him in the head, I know that. I'm not sure if they're hurting him that much, but they're definitely hitting him in the head. He likes sitting on that leg in the bottom leg Turk in the half guard position.
We'll take a look inside David Michaud's corner.
We can just sit on that leg. Hey, we can sit on that leg all day.
1 minute, dog. Now, shot to the back of the head, ref. Hammer fist is not legal.
Good. Address it, good.
Nice job of Michaud floating over the top. As Howard used his feet to kind of create space and create a scramble, Michaud covered him with those hips and stayed in top position.
And now closing in on 30 seconds left here in round number 1. David Michaud in a dominant control position. No answer so far for John Howard.
No, John Howard is competing right now using his jiu-jitsu skills. He gained his black belt last year.
Oh, there's those big punches that can change a fight quickly if you're John Howard. But back down to the ground they go. And a guillotine attempt here from David Michaud.
And he's very tight.
Squeezing, and now he switches over to the mounted. Nice job there by John Howard to get a butterfly hook and elevate the hips of David Michaud. That was a dangerous exchange at the end of round number 1.
Tight guillotine.
What does round 2 look like? Fight twice, win twice. Welterweight playoff action here in 2019. David Michaud.
Nice overhand right. Returns fire. John Howard does. You can tell Howard might have been a little stunned by that overhand right. There's a little foot sweep. Does a nice job of tripping him, following it up with the far side single. From here, he does a great job of floating on top and controlling this position. Still doing damage and staying active. Big left hooks. And feel the wind from those over here.
Beginning of round number 2 here. Remember, for the winner of this fight, there's still more work to be done. It's fight twice, win twice in Professional Fighters League playoffs. If you want to make it to the championship on New Year's Eve, as John Howard closes distance with a couple of punches, you've got to get 2 wins in one night against 2 different opponents.
Again, nice trip. Michaud keeping John Howard off balance with those little tricks.
Nice body shot there again from David Michaud. That jab to the lower chest or the stomach.
John Howard is obviously looking to land some big shots.
Big left hook by David Michaud.
And this is what Michaud has been doing so well. Landing some big punches in these exchanges, but then going straight to the tie-up. Not sitting there and trading with John Howard, who is a big power puncher himself.
The number 1 seed, Glyco Franco, looking on. He will face the winner. And this time it's Howard who ends up on top in a takedown.
Little knee block from the underhook position by John Howard. Runs Michaud upper body over his lower body and puts him on the deck.
4 minutes left in this quarterfinal bout. And now John Howard goes to work on top. David Michaud with the body lock. Controlling the posture here of John Howard. Perhaps, interestingly enough, waiting for a stand-up from the referee.
Possibly, I think if I'm David Michaud, I'm going to use my wrestling, find a way to create a scramble and scramble up off my back. He's got double overhooks, using 1 foot on the hip, kind of looking for a butterfly.
controlling the arms of John Doomsday Howard, negating any offense from the top, and back to his feet is David Michaud.
And right here, John Howard should be throwing knees to that thigh. Should be kneeing that thigh and take that out of the equation. And there he goes.
Michaud needs to reach all the way over. There you go, whizzer. All the way over with that right hand. Whizzer and pull John Howard up. There's nice dunk by John Howard.
Michaud gets right back to his feet, though. Coming up on halfway through this second and final round of welterweight quarterfinal action.
John Howard is in on a deep single. Michaud picks him back up with that whizzer. Jackson back up.
Head inside single to John Howard. Lets it go now.
Over under there by David Michaud, reverses position, and presses John Howard against the cage. The old school foot stomps from the Bulldog. More body work.
Watch for that trip again. Saw him set it up. Tips him one way and then brings him back the other way and use that little foot wheel to trip him.
Now he grabs double underhooks here. Pummels back in John Doomsday Howard. Less than 2 minutes left. Body work there from David Michaud. Grinding performance. We've seen these tonight in quarterfinal action. The strategy of preserving yourself for your semifinal bout has escaped these welterweight fighters.
Gone right out the window.
Most of this fight, as you can see with our Cricket Wireless Fight Tracker, has taken place against the cage. We're coming up on 1 minute left. What does John Doomsday Howard need to do here?
John Howard has got to be offensive. He's got to start with some jabs and create some openings for himself. He wants to land big shots, but you can't just come in there firing to the kitchen sink at Michaud. You've got to set it up with something.
Saw a little fatigue from Michaud on the break there. He had that little wobble, looked like he was looking for a place to catch some air.
That's one of the things about being a big-time slugger. You actually need an opponent who's willing to engage with you in an exchange like that. David Michaud, clearly not the same strategy that Ray Cooper III had in the regular season bout between himself and John Howard. Michaud's been retreating when Howard throws the big hooks.
It's actually a brilliant game plan. Michaud stuck to it. He's punched when he had to punch, been wrestled when he had to wrestle, and kind of kept John Howard a little bit off balance.
Perhaps a bit of an upset brewing here as time winds down in the second round of this welterweight quarterfinal.
Hey, these welterweight fights have been tough, man, and these guys have to fight again tonight.
It's fight twice and win twice if you want to make it to the championship on New Year's Eve at Madison Square Garden. 2 rounds gone. How do the judges see this one? Impressive performance by David Michaud, but was it enough, Randy?
Well, I definitely feel like he won the first round, and the question is how they see the second round. John Howard had a great takedown, but Michaud came back and did some nice things too, but it's tough to score that second round.
That's our PFL Smart Cage, and these are our Cageonomics final fight stats. Over 100 total strikes landed for David Michaud in this one. 3 takedowns to John Howard. 2. Who has the advantage here? Impressive performance, though, by David Michaud. From a strategic standpoint, he did not engage with Doomsday.
And that was very smart. I think he had a great game plan. He stuck to that game plan, and he kind of took his power away from John Howard.
Lillian Garcia has our decision inside the PFL cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored the bout 20-18. For your winner by unanimous decision and advancing to the semifinals in the welterweight division, David Michaud!
Yeah. Get ready. Listen. What you wanna do? If you don't strike first, that's when they gon' come at you. Yeah. And you know it's true. Don't let your life get worse. Being timid, that ain't cool. Nah.